Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you are a returning subscriber, by the way, if you happen to be stopping by for the first time, my name is Donella and this is my little world of makeup, right? And if you happen to notice there's a big smile on my face, it's because I finally got my hand on the newest addition to the NYX family. It's the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Foundation, and this was a collaboration between NYX Cosmetics and Alissa Ashley. If you guys don't know Alissa Ashley, then please go ahead and just Google her real quick. She is a beauty guru here on YouTube, and she's been doing some great things in the makeup and beauty industry as of late. And I really couldn't wait to get my hands on this, not only because I definitely know that there was going to be a shade for me, but also because I really wanted to support Alissa. I mean, I don't know her personally, but I love her videos and I love her channel. She really cracks me up. She's just so plain. I love her. I love that. Anyway, if you guys want to see exactly how I demonstrated this foundation, you know, if you want to see whether or not it would work for me, if I liked it, if I disliked it, then please stay tuned. Y'all, I already know that I'm over here like through the roof excited just because I get to test a new product on camera. And I think I get more overly excited when it's a complexion product, especially a concealer or a foundation, because I do believe I am in fact a foundation and concealer junkie. Like, I'm always excited to try those new products. I could pass out on an eyeshadow palette any day because I pretty much wear the same thing. But when it comes to foundation and concealers, like, I'm always just like, whoa, 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 let me see who's bringing out some good stuff right now. Let me just try and get in on what's happening. So for this video, in case you guys aren't aware, that Alissa Ashley, she is a fellow YouTuber and she's also been doing some great things in the beauty and makeup industry as of late. She collaborated recently with NYX Cosmetics and they created what we call the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation line. And this foundation comes in 45 shades. And it also comes with a matching primer. It's a Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying primer. This is a full coverage mattifying primer. Sorry, a full coverage matte foundation. Fatness going on right here. So for somebody like me that has oily skin, like, I had to jump on the bandwagon because I know these are the type of things that I always look for to work with my skin type. Before we get into the actual demonstration, you know, applying the foundation and all that, I just want to pull up NYX's website and see what the claims are for this foundation. So let me just pull up this right here. Lightweight, waterproof, and pigmented AF. Okay. Our new Can't Stop, Won't Stop full coverage foundation hustles as hard as you do. This comfy liquid foundation comes in 45 flattering tones that don't transfer. That's a hell of a claim. Okay. Every creamy shade glides on smooth, delivering matte coverage and color that stays true up to 24 hours. I don't know who wants to wear foundation for 24 hours, but okay. Guess what? The message here is really that the foundation lasts all day, which is good, especially for somebody like me that has oily skin. I need my foundation to hold up for as long as I want it to hold up. Moving right along. Okay. Our little overachiever also works to control shine and mattifying your complexion all day long. But it doesn't stop there. This foundation is non-comedogenic and suitable for normal oily combination and sensitive skin types. All right, NYX. All right, I have been convinced. Let me just jump straight into this. Let's start off with the Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer. Hate tubes that have this thing. This takes forever to come off. Oh my god, I really, really hate it. Okay, bye. And wow, this is, oh my god, this is like super thick, like really thick. And I'm getting the sort of feeling like it has the same consistency of the Becca Evermatte Poreless Prime Perfector. You remember I used to use that, like I used to swear by that primer earlier when I started vlogging makeup, and it's really a good primer, but you just have to mix it, really. It just sucks the living life out of your face, and then your face is gonna overproduce natural oils, and your makeup is gonna look all kinds of crazy. But this primer is really thick. Jesus, I'm
trying not to use too much of it because I know it's gonna just have my face looking all sorts of ashy when it completely dries down. So I'm just trying not to use too much of it. But I think it's gonna work well with my skin type just because I have oily skin. So this is what I'm talking about. Like primers like this, they have these like little things, like when they start to dry down, they leave these little ashy stuff right here. So you always have to like be batting them away to try to. Ooh, I hate that. I think I might have to use a brush because it ain't working out. We just bat off whatever little balls are. It's almost like when you're rolling flour dough to make dumplings. The excess that I leave on your hand, that's what it looks like right now. A little test right here. I propped my camera down a bit so you can see my chest area. By the way, I'm not naked. I'm wearing, yes, it's right here. I want to do like a test right here. Now there's a shade matcher on the NYX website. If you're wondering what your shade might be in the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I came out to be the shade Mocha, and I'm also the shade Mocha in the Fit Me line from Maybelline, and then I'm the shade D50 in the CoverGirl True Blend Matte foundation. So I want to see just how well the foundation finder is. So I'm just going to pump out a bit of my CoverGirl foundation and just swab it right here on my chest area. Let me just use a mirror. Swab it right here on my chest area. Make sure my chin is back. Just to see how well that foundation finder was. So this is the CoverGirl right here. And yeah, she blended right in. Although my chest area is a little bit lighter than my face, so it might look a little bit off, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to take a bit of the Maybelline. Let me be careful with this because this wide hole will just pour the entire bottle out, and I ain't trying to make a mess right now. Let me take the Mocha from the Maybelline and just see how well. So this is Mocha from Maybelline. So this is the CoverGirl. This is Maybelline. And then I'm just going to open the. I'm going to open the. Ooh, what is that? Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to take the NYX, like a third of a pump, and then I'm just going to put the NYX right next to the Mocha from the Maybelline Fit Me line. So this is how they all look. This is the CoverGirl, this is the Maybelline, this is the NYX. So they all pretty much kind of look like the same shade range because my face is actually much darker than my chest area. But now that they've completely dried down, I see that the shades really aren't that much far apart. So yeah, the foundation finder actually works. So let me just clean up this and apply the foundation to my face. Alissa Ashley's video, she did a demonstration with both a sponge and a brush. By the way, that was just one pump. I'm going to start off with one pump because this is a new foundation and I just want to see how well it works in terms of blendability. So let me start off with just blending it out on this side of my face well. Ooh, wow. Okay, shade matcher. You did well. That just blended straight out. Wow, that looks really good. Okay, just use the rest of it on the other side of my face. First impression, like right off the bat, the first thing that I'm realizing is that it has a bit of like airbrush finish. Like this is kind of reminding me of my luminous airbrush second pump, by the way. This is kind of reminding me of my luminous airbrush makeup. The finish of it, it looks absolutely amazing. Wow, I'm loving it. So this is my second coat of the foundation, of the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I'm just going to go up on my forehead and blend the rest of it. Oh wow, wow. This foundation looks amazing. Oh my god. Wow. Woo! Wow. This looks really good. And I think she really got it right in terms of the undertones. Like, if you see the shade range for the Can't Stop Wont foundation, actually see that maybe, like, say for instance, like if you are the shade mocha, you would see like there are maybe two other shades that kind of look similar, but they really basically have like different undertones. If I'm not mistaken, the mocha should have more of like a neutral undertone, but according to the shade finder and the shade matcher, I came up to be the shade mocha, and I definitely think I am the shade mocha. This is looking so good. This looks like airbrush makeup. This looks really good. I'm loving this. Oh, I think I did an extra pump just now because I want to just finish the rest of my face. Yeah, like my usual the usual amount of pumps I put on my face is 3 pumps, so I'm not gonna go in and do any more. I actually think this foundation already covered up what I needed to be covered up, which is the acne scars that I have in these 2 areas right here. And wow, like, I'm loving it. I am loving this. By the way, if I forgot to mention, this foundation is for $14.99. Let's just round it up, put the decimal point right there, and just say $15 for a foundation that has 45 shades. I mean, there's basically a shade in there for everybody, and I love the fact that, oh my god, I love the fact how this just matches my skin like to a T. Let me just get a little closer. Can you guys see this? Like, oh my gosh, I'm loving this. Listen, I am going to do the rest of my face. I am blown away by this. I'm just going to do the rest of my face, and I'll be back shortly. Hold up a minute. As I was here doing my eyebrows and about to do the rest of my face, I just remember that one of the claims on the website about this foundation is that it doesn't transfer. So I'm taking a clean sheet of Bounty, and I'm going to really press it in, press her in, and you can actually see just a small bit of foundation that came off, and that's probably because I was sweating right there. So right here is where I pressed it, and yeah, I think that came off because this area sweats a lot, so I'm not really too surprised. But I mean, come on, there is literally nothing on this sheet of paper. So 1 point to you, NYX. The rest of my face, I'm going to start off with the NYX HD Concealer. This one is in the shade CW8, and I'm just going to use that to basically hide the darkness in my under eye area. Just going to use that. Then I'm going in with a second concealer. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade NW48, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter shade for this tutorial. Then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery Yellow Flower and set the highlighted areas. I'm really trying not to put too much product over the foundation because I really want to see how it holds up. You know, sweat, humidity, and all of that. You know, we have a lot of that going on down here in these parts of the world, so I really want to see how well the foundation holds up. So I'm trying as much as possible not to put too much product over it. I am back, and I've been pretty much wearing my makeup for at least half an hour. I went to eat. I was watching this video, but I fell asleep on this movie last night, and I wanted to complete it. So yeah, there was like 30 minutes of movie left, and then I went to eat and relax for a minute, allow my food to settle. Listen, I'm doing a wear test of the foundation anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're doing a little wear test just to see how well it holds up in, you know, the humidity down these sides. And so far so good. I have to say I'm really loving the foundation. Like, usually I would already start breaking out in sweat in this area here and this area right here. These are the areas where I tend to set a lot on my my nose, of course. I don't want to put too much product over the foundation. You guys know I usually use a foundation stick to contour with and then apply my CoverGirl bronzer. In this case, I only applied the bronzer over the foundation. And I'm also wearing another product from NYX. It's one of their butter glosses. This one is in the shade Praline. This is probably my favorite color out of all of them because I feel like it goes well with my chocolate skin. So this is the one that I always buy. Like out of all of them, this is the one that I always buy the most, and I'm loving it. I actually had to get a refill the other day, and this is the newest one. So good. I'm really loving the foundation, and I'm going to put it to a wear test just for a few more hours just to see how well it holds up in the sun. I really don't have anywhere to go, but you know, we're just doing a wear test. I just want to see how well it holds up in the humidity. So I'm going to find somewhere to go, and then I'll check back in with you guys sometime later on this evening. Okay guys, so I am back, and I have been wearing this foundation for somewhere between 5 to 6 hours, and I think that is more than enough time to determine whether or not I like this foundation, and if I would recommend it, and if I would definitely repurchase it, or if I would even consider wearing it again on my face. First of all, I have to say, you know, considering that the NYX foundation, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation, is only $14.99, let's just say $15, and you get to choose from 45 shades, I'm gonna say that is amazing. I would kind of place NYX Cosmetics in the drugstore brand region because most of their products are kind of inexpensive. So I would definitely say that NYX is more of a drugstore brand. They haven't really impressed me for some time in terms of their complexion products. Now their brushes and their primers and so forth, they are amazing. But in terms of their complexion product, I think just before this release, they may have released what is it called, a foundation that has like a dropper, kind of similar to the MAC Water Weight Concealer, and I really wasn't too impressed with the shade range. The undertones just looked off, and I was like, But when I saw this, and I knew that Alissa actually was, you know, putting in her little 2 cents in terms of getting the undertones and getting the shade ranges right, especially for us dark girls, then I was like, yeah, I definitely have to get in on that. So I have to say, yes, I am completely impressed with this, and I would definitely recommend this. I would repurchase it, and I would definitely wear this again. During the fact that I've been wearing it for somewhere between 5 to 6 hours, and you know, there's a bit of shine, there's a good amount of shine going on my face because, hello, I have oily skin, so you're gonna see some type of shine, needless to say. So usually I would have like a lot more shine going on in this region right here, like this region right here, from my forehead to my nose to my upper lip area would usually have like a healthy amount of shine, you know, like a good like a really overflow of sweat and shine. But considering the fact that, you know, I've been wearing this foundation for somewhere between 5 to 6 hours, I'm gonna say that this foundation really held up really good because I think I would probably look a lot more sweatier than this on camera if it was a different foundation. So I'm gonna have to give this like 2 thumbs up. I'm definitely going to recommend that you guys give it a whirl, purchase it, see how it works with your skin type. But I point out in terms of the Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer, I have to say I think it worked well with my skin type because I have oily skin, so you know, my natural oils and the primer kind of balanced out the excess oil that I normally produce, and the fact that, you know, I did a lot of skin prep because I knew, you know, this is a matte foundation and this is a mattifying primer. So I kind of really went in, you know, with all my facial oils, my moisturizers, because I really wanted to balance out the excess oil that I know my skin normally produces whenever I wear a really fully mattifying primer. So I would have to say maybe if you have maybe normal skin, dry skin, that you'd probably want to use the hydrating primer. NYX carries a hydrating primer on their website. I think it's like in a big tube or something like that. So if you have oily skin, this is going to work well with you with the foundation. If you have maybe normal dry skin, then I would definitely recommend using the hydrating primer. But overall, I have to say I am completely impressed with these 2 products right here, especially the foundation, and I'm gonna have to give these babies 2 thumbs up.
Alright, ladies and gents, that is it for this first impressions slash demo video of the new NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. If you happen to have appreciated this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, just in case you may have liked me, or you may have liked something that I've said here, please be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Until my next upload, I'll talk to you guys real soon.